2 more minutes left. 2 more minutes.
One more minute left. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's try to bring the networking to an end now. I'm very sure we've seen amongst ourselves, it's too sweet. We've seen amongst ourselves future business partners. Okay, so in this, can we settle down? Can we please settle down? Settle down, settle down. Thank you. So in this particular session, I am going to be saying a piece that I wrote for this event. And I hope that as you listen, it spurs you to action and ignites something in your heart. Africa, once overlooked but now rising with the brilliance of a shooting star. Illuminating the shadows, you are the sun that lends light to the moon. A fertile soil, nurturing more than just seeds. A training ground where potential takes root. A land full of resources. You are the hidden source where nations quietly draw their strength. Out of 7 continents, this cradle of dawn is becoming increasingly significant in shaping the future of the global economy. And its strength lies in your hands. You are Africa. You are that future. With eyes that see as far as Mandela, I dare you to dream big like Martin Luther. For you are pregnant with innovative ideas. Can you nurture that seed in your womb with wisdom, knowledge, and relationships? Write the vision, make it plain. Run with it as fast as Usain Bolt chasing his gold. Leave the talkers to talk, the mockers to mock, but you build your brand like you're the best at it. Give no room to comparison, nor identify with any disabilities like you are that syndrome. Break the grounds. Score goals like Messi in his prime. Master your craft with the precision of that vintage hand and draw up strategies like Steve Jobs shaping the future. Nor identify with any disabilities like for the world is holding its breath, waiting for your manifestation. And oh, I hear the labor pants. Each contraction a whisper of change. And when it's time to push, you birth enterprises that defy isolationism. Ventures that build bridges instead of walls. Businesses that answer the global call. Solutions powerful enough to cause a major shift in the world's economy. Like the first breath of a new dawn. And TEEC is an equipping platform for change makers, entrepreneurs, solution bearers, masterminds ready to power the next wave of Africa's economic prosperity. And you are one of them. Thank you. All right, thank you so much. So right now we're going to be having a panel session that will be moderated by Favor Alexandra, and I will be calling her up to invite her panelists. Can we put our hands together for her?
Oh, that was very amazing. Please let's give her a round of applause again. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. That was very, very nice. Okay, for the practical panel session for TEEC 2024, our first panelist goes by the name Miss Somachi Okereke Jennifer. She is the founder of Wholesome Tribe. Thank you. Next on the list, we have Mr. Olayemi. Okay. Mr. Olayemi, are you here? No, not yet. Next on the list, we have Miss Suzanne. Not yet. Okay. Thank you very much. Hi, Mrs. Mesoma. Miss Mesoma, how are you doing?
Doing fine, thank you.
How are you doing, Miss Su?
Thank you.
Can you kindly introduce what you do?
Hi everybody, I'm Susan Abdi, creative lead at Solo Clothing Brand. Here. Thank you for having me.
Sozo by Sozo. How about you, Mesoma?
Hi everyone, it's so wonderful to be here. My name is Okereke Daniella, and I am the founder of Wholesome Tribe.
Thank you so much for gracing us with your presence today. So I have a question for you, Miss Suvan. For your experience running a fashion brand, can you tell us what challenge you have faced or challenges you have faced and how you've been able to overcome them?
All right, that's a very important question. Cause when she was speaking, I was so glad I came in during her session. Because when she was speaking and she was talking about something, I was like, this lady just knows how to say the things that we need to hear. Because truth is, you would face challenges. You're facing challenges. You're eating challenges for breakfast. As an entrepreneur, right? And that's the thing, she's mentioned that if you don't have resilience, you're not able to push past, challenges. I don't know if this is working. Okay. Push past challenges, you're not ready to be an entrepreneur, ready to make a change, right? So I would say that major challenge I have faced is not applying knowledge on time. You know how we're here to gather knowledge and know, but truth is, if after this, we do nothing with what we have learned or we've heard, right? Because the truth is, you think that there's so much knowledge out there. There is, but people are not just using it. So if I saw myself, the growth I have experienced in the past 6 months, I did not experience in 5 years. And that's applied knowledge. So that's one challenge that I said, oh, applying the knowledge that you know, that you've received, that was one of the major challenges. So just breaking through fear and just applying the knowledge that you receive is what will give you the change.
Thank you very much. This just reminds me of what our first speaker said. He said, knowledge is not necessarily power. Applying the knowledge is the power. So that is one thing to take home with us today. So for Miss Meso, how did you determine your e-commerce product pricing strategy? Price.
To be very honest, the price of the product is one major area that gave me so much trouble. There was a whole lot of back and forth. I was stuck in a place where I knew what I wanted to price. At the same time, I was now thinking, if I set it at this price, I was that place where I don't want to chase away potential customers with a price that I thought it was high. So I was tempted to want to price it at something lower, just so that I would get some more customers. But glory be to God, I did not do that. At the end of the day, I sat down with the product. I determined the cost of production, everything that goes into the packaging, and then what I wanted the profits to be on the cost of production. And at the time, I even later discovered that what I did had a name. Apparently, it is cost plus pricing. But at the time, I really just and also based on my goals, then I wanted to make back what I had spent on the on producing the products. So I just calculated the cost of production and then added what I wanted the profit to be, like the profit margin, and that was how I determined my price. Now, if you want to determine the price for your products, I think it would be important to understand your cost. At the time I did mine, I really just did what came to my head as the best thing to do. And that's why gaining knowledge is also important. So now I would say that if you want to fix a price for your product, you need to understand your target audience, you need to understand your market as well, your niche, and just know what's going to work for you best based on your business goals as well. At the time of my launch, what I really wanted, my major goal was to make back the cost of production. So the cost plus pricing was more appealing to me. So based on what you want, if you want to, first of all, maybe gain trust and gain a large customer base, the cost plus pricing may not be what you would want to go for. You may want to go for maybe the penetration pricing, where you fix a lower price and when you build a large customer base, you can then start working towards increasing your prices. But just whatever your goals are at the moment, factor that into your pricing because it's going to affect the outcome.
Oh, thank you very much. I have never heard of penetration pricing. Is that what you said? So that's really amazing. For me, Susan, can you tell us one time you made the wrong investment in your business?
You know this thing, thank you for that question, by the way. I would say going into business, right? Resuming because every day you meet new challenges, but the truth is every client is the same in a way. This is how I put it. How you treat your clients, you have a value system, right? But assuming that you have, obviously every client is unique. No, I'm not going to take that out of it so that you don't get me confused. I'm not trying to aspire to perspire. Here's the problem here. Assuming that you started business with so much drive and energy, ready to solve a problem, and then you get comfortable because you have like millions coming in revenue, and then you're not reviewing your processes, right? Forgetting that there's a reason these clients chose you from the beginning. So I would say the major problem is being laid back, right? being laid back about your clients, assuming that, okay, we've gotten it right, we don't need to review our processes. And then that's when you start losing certain clients. Like you start losing a lot. You even know when you've lost a lot of clients until when you now realize that I have those like 5 people patronizing me right now. Doesn't mean that 5 people cannot be bringing a lot of money, right? Because sometimes you don't even need so many people, most times. But I'll just say not reviewing the processes and giving being honest with yourself. You are taking the hard truth, the hard pills, the bitter pills, and say, okay, I messed up here, right? So I would say that was my major issue, just reviewing the process after a while, like, okay, after 5 months, after the first quarter, what can we do better? What did we do wrong, right? Instead of being on going on cruise mode and assuming that, okay, no, now we're rendering a service that everybody needs, or maybe it's a food service, everybody's going to eat food, our food is good, forgetting that there's more. And then that's what she mentioned, that's why Nokia is now still that's why they have not moved past, not the one that they're producing now, but obviously Nokia 3310. Exactly. So that's why they're still there. So just reviewing the product, that was a mistake I would own up to, right? And the truth of the matter is, once you just know, the first step of recovery is knowing that you're like a mad person saying I'm mad is now no longer mad. So the mad person is on the street, I'm like, I'm no longer, a person say I'm mad. The person is not a mad person anymore. So just acknowledging that, okay, this is where I am. This is what we should do. Then that's my own mistake. Another person's own can be different. Yeah. So that was what I now applied that now took us revenue wise 6 months. It was crazy digits, right? Exactly. So just applied knowledge as well.
Wow, thank you very much. Yeah, what she said makes a lot of sense. And if you remember from the second speaker, she also made mention of feedback. It is very important to get feedback from people. A good business owner must be able to take constructive criticism from your customers, from your friends, from anybody that just honestly wants you to progress. Don't feel like, this one is doing so much or you don't like me. They just really want you to progress. So be ready to take feedback, constructive criticism, like I said. For Meso, can you please tell us if you've ever felt like quitting your business?
Almost every day. To be very frank. I feel like it's one thing to have an idea and want to start it. It's another thing to actually start it and like see how the day-to-day running of the business actually is. When you're not a business owner yet, you fantasize like, oh my god, I'll have a business, it's going to be so fun, I'll make money. But then when you enter the business, the actual reality begins to sink in. Because before I started my business, I was already imagining like the money that'll be in my accounts, how I'll be having fun. But then I started the business and I'm like, oh, if this is, I'm not really sure I want to go on. It's just at the end of the day, you have to just have that back of your mind that every day is not every business will come with challenges. So just have that at the back of your mind that when you're starting, especially in Nigeria, it's not the easiest thing to do. So you just have to know that you have to even have one thing I learned after I launched is that even before launching, you need to ask yourself like what are possible challenges that will come up in this business, possible areas that may affect my business, and already have solutions in place for those problems, because at the end of the day, you might actually meet those challenges as you go on your business. So you must always be able to sit down and ask yourself, in this business, what are some possible challenges that I might encounter, and just already have a set of systems or processes in place to address those solutions. And then also being flexible is also going to help, because there are some challenges that you would never ever think of that would happen to you in your business. So you need to be able to be flexible, to think about new solutions. When you face challenges, don't just stop and say, oh yeah, I'm not doing it again. Just always be willing to think of new ways to address the challenges that come your way. Don't be so stuck in doing things in a particular way. Like, be willing to adapt, be flexible, to change how you operate.
Interesting. So one thing that I picked from what she said was be realistic. As a business owner, you have to be very realistic. You don't expect that your business would one day, obviously, one day your business will be like crumble cookie. Can I get an amen? Yes. Oh, for those of you that don't know what crumble cookie is, I'm sorry for you. Next time, always keep to time because I won't tell you. Anyways, she also said that you need to be flexible. Be flexible. Be very, very flexible. That's all I have to say. Also, she mentioned that being a business owner in Nigeria is not beans. You have a love and hate relationship with, So definitely some things which Nigeria will do you. Yes, I'll ask you the same question, Miss Susan.
That have you ever quitting, right? I would say we just recently, thank you for the question, by the way. And I would say we just recently finished a master class. And the truth is, let me just say this before we did the master class, because it wasn't just I. Before we did the master class, it was the first ever fashion master class in Nasara, like that they were having in Nasara. So we felt like, oh, we're going with these ideas for the people, it should be we should be receiving kumbaya hug. People should be happy. That's basically what we were expecting. But let me tell you, like 3 days to the I was like, we should shut this thing down now. What are we doing? And the truth is, at the end of the day, the turnout was beautiful. The impact was felt. It opened doors to collaborations that the government, essay to the government was like, oh no, this is what they should start doing, and then to open brands, right? Open up brands and all that. But all this won't have happened if we did not step out. And truth is, before we stepped out to have the masterclass, right? Because people would think, because we had to do reach out to some NGOs, make sure that some work there's inclusion and all that. So it's not necessarily just about people that can afford it, because it wasn't necessarily about the money. But we're in business, profits, people have to pay for something in order to get value. But truth is, just a few days, I would say a month ago, I just said I was not going to do it. So it happens every time. It happens every time. Earlier this year, I was like, what am I even doing? What am I doing? I've been in business. But it comes to our mind, but I'm not even trying to perspire. I said that thing again, right? The truth is, just be resilient, regardless. The space between you and where you're actually headed to is just removing fear. You will not die. You will just see that, okay, I should know. You will learn or you win. Learn or win. Learn or win. Know that, okay, I shouldn't do this. Because after the massacre, we reviewed and appraised ourselves that, okay, we're going to do this. We shouldn't do this. We should do this. You get so, but you won't just know if you're staying at home. So the soldier that doesn't get hit by the bullets is the one that doesn't go out, right? And then the one that knows how to dodge bullets is the one that was actually in the war front. So yeah, so every time you get hit by bullets are coming, but you just have to make sure that you know how to dodge it.
Thank you very much. So it is safe to say that all business owners think alike. Every one of us here have felt like quitting before, but you're not alone. You just have to keep going and going and going till you make it. Yes. So thank you so much. I'll give you guys 20 seconds to just talk about your business so people can get to know you.
I'm Susan Afi, Sozo Clothing Brand Creative Lead. That's what I'm serving as right now, because it can change later on. We're located in Area 2, Abuja. So we solve female clothing needs, majorly bridals and ashwabi. And we're the people you come to when you want to get value and reliability. We're not they've disappointed me 10 times. Just know that you come with peace of mind. But at the same time, she said, expensive. But value is expensive. So I'm here to solve the problem anytime, any day when it comes to clothing. Right.
Okay, again, my name is Okereke Daniella, and I run an e-commerce store named Wholesome Tribe. We sell journals and affirmation cards. And the affirmation cards personally represented out of a personal experience. I grew up very shy and timid. I had this, you know, when you go for all these birthday parties for small children, and you go with your mom, and then you see children dancing on the dance floor, and mom is like, go and dance now. Me, I never went out. I was always so shy. So I grew up with this mindset where I was so shy, timid. So one thing that really helped me overcome that is confessions based off on what like the word of God says about me. So when I got the idea to start selling confession cards, it made complete sense to me because it's something that I had experienced. So I've been on both sides of self-doubt and timidity and confidence, but it's still a journey, but there has been a tremendous shift, and that was not really, it just has a way of informing your mind, right, and just quieting those doubting beliefs. So yeah, self affirmation cards and journals, intimacy journals to go in your work record. I figure that some people, it's not just that they don't want to talk to God, some people really just don't know what to say or how to go about it. So I thought about setting journals that have prompts. So in case you're not the person that you're not sure what to say, you're not sure where to start, the journals they have prompts. So all you have to do is really just write. There are questions, there are prompts. So you just write to God and do your work within mind. Yeah.
Thank you very much. She forgot to add some of the journals and the affirmation cards are outside. So in case you're interested, you can get them. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Miss Suzanne and Miss Daniela, for that insightful session. Moving on in our agenda today, we're going to be listening to our third speaker, while preparing for this moment, I was going through this page and I was just like, wow, what's going? So please take a sit back and listen to his citation. Mr. Campbell.
One is a tech entrepreneur, business consultant, and gospel preacher. He is a civil engineer, a financial analyst, and business expert. He is the founder and CEO of Easy Aid Synergy Limited, a tech firm that offers software development, brand, and marketing services. This firm has turned out many valuable firms that have positively contributed nationally to industry and individuals like Easy School, EVs, and so many more. He is also the lead consultant of Gatewood Consulting. Through this firm, he has been able to make over 200 businesses successful in the span of 4 years. Many small and middle-sized enterprises have benefited from his business acumen and financial adequacy. He has used his financial knowledge to profit from various industries through investment, especially in the real estate sector, which has also brought about the creation of a construction firm called Sturgeon Constitution Limited. He is happily married to one female wife and blessed.
Good afternoon, everyone. Nice to meet you all. Thank you so much. I would like to appreciate the leadership of this conference. I'd like to appreciate Daniella Okereke for putting up this. This is very beautiful. And I know that this event has impacted every one of here. And I'm number one testimony share here that I have learned a lot from the world of the speakers. Thank you, Uchechukwu, for your speech. I really learned a lot. I also want to thank the first speaker that spoke about branding. I was not here, but I heard him. I would like to appreciate every one of you. Most importantly, Please clap for yourselves. I want to appreciate you for coming here. There were many things to do today, many beautiful things to do today, but you chose to come here. I want to also appreciate you for coming. Please celebrate yourself once more. All right. I will just go straight to the point. Last year, November, I was in I can't remember where I was, but I know I was at home. Last November, I was out at home, and the next thing, I heard the Holy Spirit. Permit me, I will use words like that. The Holy Spirit said to me, he said, 2024 will be a dangerous year, economically. As I heard it very well. I said, people, because everyone was, when the end of the year is coming and there's new hope for next year. This was the first time when I'm listening to God and God is telling me that next year is going to be hard, economically hard. And I was like, guess what? If God told me that fuel will be 130, 1,030 naira, I'll say it's a lie. Even when he said hard, I was like, okay, yes. Do you get, we'll rough it now. Do you understand? We'll just push things through. But guys, fuel is 1,030 naira. Have you felt it before? So let me let you know that last year, it could take you what will take you 500 naira to commute. Now you're spending times 3, right? Please, do I have a witness? Am I the only one that is having? Okay. All right. So that's why I was appreciating everybody here for coming here, because I know what you spent to come here, even recently. But guess what? Amidst the problems all around the earth, amidst the problems even currently in Nigeria, there is no time ever I've been in the business landscape that I've seen a surplus of opportunities available to each and everyone with the business mind. The reason business exists is because problems exist. Let me tell you something. Imagine all your problems were being solved today. Would you have any business? Imagine all your problems were solved today. All you had to do was just, I wish I have this, and you had it. So the reason that these problems is the reason your business exists. If I could create things with magic or with something, I'm letting you know that today there won't be any reason to do business. So first of all, I received a mail from the team and they told me to speak about how to build a business from scratch to a 7-figure business. Honestly, I've spoken in many places. This is the hardest topic in my life. The way I interpreted that business, I was like, okay, where should I come from? You're saying that, just tell me your secrets. That's exactly what it is. So I prayed and I asked, how will I go about it? And only became an insight. So first of all, I want to let you know that right now, as we speak, there is so much opportunity for you right now, for anyone with the business mind, with anyone with the acumen. So first of all, for us to know how to build a 7-figure business, let's start on something small. First of all, what is a business? Every speaker that I heard defined business. So if everybody's going like that, I have to be smart to follow them. Is that okay? So I'm sure they taught you what business is, and I don't need to teach you again. They say business is what? It's profit. Business is driven. Business is an entity that engages in buying and selling to a target audience with the intention to make profit. Business is driven by profit. Business is profit-minded. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Without profit, you are not a business. So first of all, you are not a designer that is a business person. You are a business person that's a designer. You are not a you're not a singer that is a business person. First of all, you need to activate your business mind. And that's my first topic here. To activate your business mind. She said it here. This beautiful speaker. She said that first of all, you are there for business. You are here for profit. So business is driven by profit, not driven by sales volume. Meaning that you will make 1 billion naira and your profit is 10 million naira. I will make 100 million naira and my profit is 10 million naira. Even though your sales figure was higher than mine, I have performed better than you because the basis of business performance is profit. I hear what I'm saying. So the basis of business performance is profit. So why am I saying all this? The reason why I'm saying all this is that I want to activate your business mind. I have met a lot of business people with the work I do. A lot of business people. All my life, every day, even now, sitting down here, everybody's texting me business. And I'm letting you know that few activate their business mind. They think business is leisure. And I heard the first speaker say it. I heard the second speaker say it. But please allow me to reiterate it. That you are here for profit, not for games. Do you get? So someone asked me a question, cash or customer, who is king? I said, they are both important. But they say, which one would you prefer? I said, I will prefer cash. Do you know why I will prefer cash? I'll tell you. Not because customer is not king. Not because customer is not important. No, I will value my customer. But guess what? I can focus so much on my customer that I lose focus on cash. Let me give an instance. You're a fashion person. And a fashion person, somebody comes to your office, you're a customer, and sits down with you, and is gisty from morning till night. And you say customer is king. You want to please the customer. Guess what? You're pleasing the customer at the expense of your time, which is your greatest resource. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Which is your greatest resource. So first of all, they are both important because there's no customer, no money. Okay? You are valuable to me because I'm going after something. So I will rather be valuable to you because I know I'm going after than be valuable to you and lose cash. You get? Because business is what? Speak with me. You don't just follow. Is what? Say kudi. Say go. Oh, right? Oh, right? That's what business is about. So you can play any game. You can even be dancing on TikTok. But you're dancing on TikTok towards that. Oga, I want to collect something inside. I want to get. So you can be anything. You're so nice when I come to you. To get. Like Uche Chukwu, yes, he's very warm. He has this warm welcome. Do you understand? Oh, warm welcome. But in our mind, I'm warm welcome, but man, I'm going for something. Okay? I'm coming for something. If our conversation is not leading towards that, you're wasting my time. So I will take you, I will jimbo you, but I know I'm going for. You see, just like a guy that is toasting a girl. Okay? The girl, he wants something from the girl. He wants a deeper relationship, and the girl is saying, "No, please, you be my reading partner. Reading partner onto what?" So first of all, he will accept two of us. He will accept to read with her, but guess what? He's going for something. If he lose track, he has lose guard. So he will be there, not even telling her what he wants. Next thing, one bold guy, he has been with this guy for 3 years. He hasn't told the guy I like you. One bold guy will just come. Sorry. One bold guy will just come. Hello, baby, you look so beautiful. I like you. How many of you have experienced that before? That I say, girl, please, that there was this bestie you had that you could almost even undress in front of him. Next thing, now you're married to somebody else. How many of you? All right. See, it almost happened to me, but that's not the story for today. Is that okay? That's not the story for today. I had to switch. I said, come, see, I'll marry you. Stop all this nonsense. I'm not your bestie. All right. So you see, first of all, what is a business? And I've defined a business. A business is different and profit. But before we go into that, there are types of businesses. And I'll teach you things that are not in any book. I'll teach you things that were revealed to me, things that I have studied from experience. I don't teach motivation. I teach practicality. Is that okay? So what are types of business? One type of business we have is startup business. Please write it down. Startup business. I didn't know that there was going to be a projector. I will have designed my presentation. So please just forgive me. Is that okay? I thought I was going to come here to speak and I'll just go. So first of all is what? Startup business. So in a startup business, this is where you start the business. It's the riskiest part of a business. Before the startup business, they will call the seed stage. In the seed stage, you're thinking, you're analyzing, you're discussing people, you're doing your plan for the business. Do you understand? And it's beyond the scope of this talk, but there are many things you will do there that will really help you and cut a lot of cost when going into business. But startup business is the riskiest part of the business. Is the riskiest part of a business. Now, let me tell you how risky it is. Statistics showed around, I think, 2022 or 2021, I can't remember. It said that 9 out of 10 businesses that start fail. What it means is that if all of us here are the only people in the world and all of us here go into business, only 10% of us will succeed in business. 90% of us will fail in business. That is the statistics show. So it is the riskiest part of business. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now, the next type of, the type of business called what I call the survival business. Please follow me. Please follow me. Now, what happens to the entrepreneur? Now, look at me. The entrepreneur starts a business, and before he goes in startup business, he has a vision. He's fired up. I'm going to make so much money. It doesn't happen to you. You see the billions before you start. But guess what? Real life shows you Pepe, right? You enter into business, and the next thing, business is not entering into you. You start this thing and it's not starting you. You're like, what is going on? Now, guess what they call survival business? Listen to me. The moment an entrepreneur enters into startup business, it moves into the growth phase. In that growth phase, automatically, startup has spoiled you. It has killed the vision. I hear what I'm saying. Now your business is on survival. Now let me let you know. A survival business, no matter how the sales volume you make, you can still be in a survival business. Let me tell you what a survival business is. A survival business is a business that the business is a means to survive. Meaning that I'm using this my business so that I can be able to eat. I'm using my business so that I can buy a house. So if you think about success of your business, and what you're thinking about in your business is all about your own survival, it's all about your own comfort, you are running a survival business. Let me ask you a question. If everything you have, you wake up in the morning, you are in a mansion, you have 10 beautiful cars, you have $1 billion sitting in your account, what would you do? If you will do nothing, you're in a survival business. A survival business is a business that the owner of the business, and that's what they call, that's the issue people have with one-man business. One-man business is not bad. But what we have in one-man business is that because of startup phase, that one-man business has entered into survival. Many real estate firms will make billions of naira, but you see it's about survival. It's not about vision, which is the next business I'll take you to. So survival business is a business that no matter the sales volume you make, you are seeing this business as a means to get to help yourself and not to achieve a thing. Let me let you know when you're in a vision business, which is the third business. When you're in a vision business is when all these things you have, what wake you up in the morning. So you see my sister here, she's saying that she goes to go and pack debt. Let me let you know that from what she's saying, many years from now, when she makes the billions of dollars like combo cookie, do you understand? She will wake up in the morning, leave her children and go to that debt place. Because why? That is her. That is the driving vision. I don't know if I'm communicating with you. So that thing you will do when everything is all right, that's what they call vision. That is who to follow. In case you are working in an organization, that is who to follow. That is who to follow. That's who attract high flyers. When you're not using, and guess what? Needs is the killer of vision. Number one killer of vision is needs, is bills. It will kill your vision and it tempers your heart, it tempers your mind to be able to accept. Let me survive. Let me just survive. Look at the fuel price, 1,030 naira. You can have 2 million in your account right now, but guess what? All you're thinking about is survival. And when vision is telling you, bring out 1.5, let's do something big before the end of the year, you're like, no. You hear what I'm saying? So we have what they call the survival business, then we have what they call vision business, which I've explained to you. Then number 4, we have a dead business, which is a failed business. Number 5, we have a seed business. This is beyond what I'm going to speak about, but I'll speak about it. Seed business is the business of the billionaires. There is no billionaire in this world that does not operate the seed business model. I found it out, but it's beyond the scope of this class. So first of all is what's a business, and I've defined it to you. Number 2 is what? How to build a profitable business. The formula for profit is what? Sales minus cost. So first of all, before you want to build a 7-figure business, you want to build something. How do you have a profitable business first? That's very important. Guess what? Not many businesses are profitable. Let me say something to you. I may ask all of you a question. Don't answer me, but answer it in your heart. Those business owners, what was your profit last month? What was your profit last year? You don't know. How do you know? Some of you might not know. But how do you know you are making money? There's money in your account balance. It is a problem. What defines you as business, you don't know how to measure your performance. It is a problem. Please have an accountant friend, even though you cannot afford a consultant. That you cannot talk to us. Please, just look at this is everything happened. Just tell me my profit for the year. Just look at it in any smart accountant. 10 minutes, they'll give you a profit. Oh, this is the profit your business made. This is what you did. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Give me 5K or take it for lunch. You get what I'm saying? But know where your profit is. So what's profit? The formula for profit is sales minus cumulative cost. Selling price minus cost price. That's what profit is. So how do you build a profitable business? There are two factors that determine a profitable business from this formula. The first factor is sales. The second factor is what? The cost. So what do you need to amplify your profit? Sales maximization and cost optimization. To make higher sales, how do I maximize my sales? How do I optimize my cost? You must always think like this for a profitable business. Please, beginning, what did I say? I'm building up to something. That first of all, your business is defined by what? By profit. Now, I'm discussing with you how to make a what? A profitable business. For a profitable business, it is what? Maximizing my what? And what? Optimizing my cost. Do this regularly. So let's talk about sales maximization. Your sales is in the market. Your sales. Your money, your revenue. Where is it? Is it in your account? It's somewhere in the market. You have to go there and collect it. True of us. Your cost is in your operations. I cannot talk deeply about it. But your sales is where? In the market, and your cost is. So let's talk about sales maximization. For every relationship to work, what do you need? Please, people that are relationship advisors here. For any good relationship to work. Who said communication? Thank you. Please clap for yourselves. I will come for counseling whenever my wife is fighting me. Do you get? So you see, effective communication is what? So what is the bedrock for effective communication? Let me see. Let me ask again. Let me know who I'll meet for counseling. What is the bedrock of effective communication? Hey, that's not... no, I'm not coming again. Hey, I'm not coming for you. Truth. No, now. What's the bedrock for effective communication now? People should know this thing already. Chineke. Thank God, though. Thank God I have marital problems. It's not. Somebody should get it now. Somebody should get it. What do you say? Helele. Please now, wait. No, wait. Are you guys joking? Okay. Just tell me, let me give you the expo. Tell me, let me do it. It's like I'm not doing the counseling now. All right. The bedrock for effective communication is good listening. True of us. That's it. That's what I mean now. For every that's the bedrock. If there's no effective communication when they're not good listeners, they're those people are talking. So the bedrock of effective communication is what? Good listening skills. Guess what? Many people are not listening to the market. The market is a talkative. If you see, forget about the market term, but let's go our market. We say market now. When you go there, what do you hear? It's always talking. Do you know the market is always talking to you, but many people are not listening to it? You are in a marriage with your market. That's where your sales is. So there's already a marriage existing between both of you. But most times, because of if you have a failed marriage, have a failed business, because you are not listening to her. She's telling you things. You're not listening to her. So who are the guys there in your market? Number one is the customer. The customer is there. Please, I was so happy that the first speaker spoke about this, so I'm not going to also go into it. So your customer is there. Your customer is speaking to you. See, your market has a lot of languages. I'm not buying. That's one. The price is too high. That's two. This product is too much. No feedback is feedback. Are you hearing? You do a campaign, nobody messaged you. It's not to go and cry. It's to say you have gotten valuable information. Do you get that there's something that I did here that is not working? So one thing why we don't maximize sales is that we're not listening to the market. You are thinking that your revenue accumulation is a miracle. One day you'll be sitting down like this and you will be praying. I did campaign, no work. Please, I need a consultant. No, think. Reason, okay. This thing is not coming. It's telling me something. So I did a campaign. I got a lot of engagements, but I didn't get one sale. I did one thing. I got plenty sales. It's telling you something that she has listened to you. Are you hearing what I'm saying? She is saying, I like this. Are you hearing what I'm saying, please? All right, please. I am rushing because they gave me a few minutes to speak. So, for your customer, answer these questions, please. Where is your customer? Who is your customer? How does your customer think? And how does your customer behave with your product? Who is your customer where is the customer geography? Who is your customer demography? How does your customer think psychography? How does your customer behave your product behavioral pattern? Please, I know they spoke about customers. Just go and listen to the first speaker. I heard him say something like that, so I'm sure he'll tell you. The number 2 is what? Called the competitor. Somebody else is in the market too. Customers are not waiting for you. Oh, Savior, come and help us. No. Somebody arrived there before you. And they are there like this, transacting with that person. You need to know what they are saying to you too. Are you hearing what I'm saying? So please, follow me. This will have been very good with a projector. But I don't know if I can get a marker or board. If it's possible, okay, no problem. Now, please, let's use the imagination of our hearts. let's use it because this is a drawing. This is a pure drawing. Now, it's called frame of reference. How many of you have read frame of reference before? Frame of reference. All right. Frame of reference is a marketing term, not the one in physics. So, you get? It's a marketing term. What does it say? Number 1 thing to do in frame of reference when I talk about your competitors is know who your key competitors are. You're starting please, I'm saying fashion too much. Does anybody have any other business again that I can talk about? Okay, let me just say fashion because I think I have a lot of fashion guys here. You get? So you have a fashion business, right? And you start a fashion business today. I'd ask you, who is your competitor? You open your mouth, tell me Gucci. I'm like, you get? Or you open your mouth and tell me Vicky James. And I'm like, you get? I'm like, first of all, I want to know how much is your account. Let me tell you, let me give you a short story. HTC wanted to use money and kill time. Apple started from the creeks. Samsung started from the creeks. These are old OGs. So Samsung and Apple were fighting. HTC came with money. Bored. Guess what? They were number 1. How many of you know HTC? They were number 1. Where are they now? Do you get? Because guess what? Sometimes, except you are doing drug money or something, you cannot sustain that success with just time. So wait, why did I say this story now? Please remind me. Take me back. Yeah, know who your key competitors are. So key competitors are, find out people. How do you know that your key competitors? Please listen to me. People that sell to the same customer same customer audience. People that use the same distribution system to sell. They sell to the same customer audience. They use the same distribution system to sell. Meaning that they have a website. They have a store. You have a website. You have a store. Do you understand? They have similar attributes to reaching this same target audience that you are trying to reach out to. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Now, your competitor is also speaking to you. So what do you do with your competitor? Please, I'm teaching you one of the greatest secrets of marketing. When I'm a consultant and I do any campaign, I am so confident my campaign will work. I don't think there's any campaign I've done in this life that has not produced result. I don't think so. Because of what I'm teaching you right now. So please follow me. Now, when you have framed it, is the board coming? When you have framed them like this, get their attributes. Begin to list out the attributes. So you say, so there are qualities, please. There are certain qualities you begin to find out. And that's why you must do study. She was saying about learning. Do you understand? That's why you must do study. Begin to find out certain qualities that they possess. Now, what's happening? Okay. So what are the qualities they possess? So let me give an example now. So you list all your key competitors. Let's say there are 3. Let's say you have Lady Biba, you have Katia Anthony, you have Sozo is here. You have Sozo, right? Those are your keyword competitors. Now begin to ask questions. Now, there are 2 things you will see. You begin to list out qualities. So you say fabric quality, 1. Ease of purchase, website, technology, 2. Pricing. As you're studying them, you'll be listening out. These are the qualities that you're looking out for that are in them. Customer service. 4. How is the customer service? You research it. Now, guess what? You now go and study. Sometimes you make yourself a customer and work there to study. How was their customer service when you reached out to them on Instagram? How was it? You rate it high, low, medium. High, low, medium. You rate Lady Biba. You rate all of them. When you finish rating them, now what do you look out for? Please, these are the 2 things that make your campaign the best thing. You'll find out what I call POP and POD. POP stands for point of parity. POD stands for point of difference. Now, what's point of parity? When you come there, you will see that Chineke. Sorry. You will see that there are certain similarities. For example, now, you will see what they call. I've already passed it though. Okay. Bring it. So you see what they call, please, just look at me. It's me. It's not the board. You get? You see what they call point of parity. What's point of parity? For example, so when you check fabric quality, when you check this brand, you see fabric quality high. Another brand, fabric quality high. Another brand, fabric quality what? That's what they call what? Point of parity. What does it mean? It means for you to enter into that market and maximize your sales, your quality of fabric must be what? It's called parity. That for me to say that this is my competitor, do you get? I exist in this competitive space. This is what defines us. I hear what I'm saying? Find out this is what defines us. Guess what? You now find out your point of difference. In those things, you will find out some things that there, in those 3 competitors, please, that's why it says called frame of reference. There are other businesses might have the same POD with you. You find out in these 3 competitors I have now, what are they doing that is low that I can be high in? That's your point of what? Oh God, follow me. That's your what? Point of what? That's your point of difference. Let me give an example now. You come to this place and you're like, everybody in this store, and this is your frame of reference, they sell gowns, corporate gowns. The next thing, you say, how will I make myself different? Instead of me selling corporate gowns, what would you do? You will say, I will only sell white gowns. My brand will only sell what? White. It will sell red. It will sell pink. When you come to my business, what would you see? What would you see? You will just see white. So in your marketing campaign, ensure, please, I wish I can play some videos with you now, many marketing campaigns video with you now. You will see that every brand in their campaign, they must show you a point of parity. They must show you a point of difference. Guess what? Every beer campaign is what they're watching football in a beer parlor. Have you noticed it? Every Indomie campaign is in the family. Have you noticed it? Are you hearing so it is not, they're not trying to invent the wheel. This is the point of parity. To send a signal to the customer's brain, this is what they associate with. Are you hearing what I'm trying to say? So you see almost every alcoholic brand that sells like brewery are sponsoring football or sports. Have you noticed it? So you think it's just like that? No. It's very intentional. But guess what? Please, guess what? In it, you will see that they will show you their point of difference. In that same brand, you will see that they will differentiate it. This is what makes us what? Better. This is that thing. So guess what? Don't copy every ad you see on Instagram. Every ad. So look at me now. I'm speaking to my client and I'm like, she's saying, oh, I have an idea. Let's do this. I say, no, we're not doing it. I say, why? I say, we're not jumping on this trend. I say, why? I'll say, the reason why. This video I'm seeing here does not show your point of parity. Immediately you do this video, in your customers' eyes, you have lost value. Do you get? Because if it's a different customer, fine. But so far, is this customer that we are going for? The moment we do this video, it has dropped down our value. So it might be a beautiful idea. Somebody might be doing it and is making money for them. Do you get? But guess what? Once you do it, you might even make the money you want to make. but you have lost something more than that money. I don't know if I'm communicating with you guys. Are you following me? Or am I following you? Which one? We're following each other, right? All right, then also check about the globe and the government. She spoke about it. Then cost optimization. How can I get the best efficiency at the most effectiveness? How can I get the best efficiency at the most you get to produce the most effective result? Don't just think about cutting costs. Think about how can I achieve this task at the cheapest way possible. I will get the best outcome in the cheapest way. See, if I do a stock and audit, a free audit for everybody business here today, I can cut down your cost. There is no time. Do you know why? Businesses don't do it. They don't do it. Do you know that if you just sit down one day, please just do the exercise. All of you here, please. I beseech you. Do you get? Go home. Business owners, sit down. Look at your business. Just say, how will I achieve this? You might find out that you're over-employing, you get, or you are carrying out, the way I'm carrying out this tax now, I shouldn't carry it out this way. Guess what? When fuel price increased, what did I do? I went back to efficiency. Even though I went to get my sales, I went to efficiency. I said, see, my fellow consultants, because I have them under me, I said, from now on, limit physical visits. Let's do more virtual visits. Do you understand? Limit physical visits. Let's do more virtual visits. By this week, schedule, do you get, meetings with these people. Tell them you want to have a virtual meeting with them, so they can take advantage of moving up and down. Am I communicating with you? Now that's you what? Being efficient. So now, our official car still spent the same amount of money when fuel was 500 naira. I have not felt it. What have I done? I have effected it. Do you get? I have said, I can still get the same effectiveness. Because I'm like, what are they doing physically in the office? Do you understand? Let me limit it. I can still get the same effectiveness if I can get it virtually. So let me take advantage of what? Of the virtual means. So now, our cost has not increased when it comes to logistics. The official car, still, the budget for it is still the same budget for it till today. Are you following me? So it's called cost optimization, and there are three things in cost. There are two things in cost optimization. Please, oh God, how will I do this? Number one is people. People are the business. Your business is the people. People are business, and the business is the people. Now, there are two questions about people. Do you have the right people working for you? Oh God. Business is not a sentimental. It's not a sentimental. See, sentiment is the killer of profit. You want to do profit, do NGO. You want to do sentiment, do NGO. Do social club. But guess what? Ask yourself this question. The people working for me, are they the right people? You can have good people with you, and what? And you don't have the right person. Put the right people at the right place. If I come to your organization today, the first thing I will do, if you like, let fire be, let fire be coming now. I will assess who. Oh God. When you tell me all the whole story, I come and meet the person. How far? What's up? How far? What's up? Depending on the size of the business, I will start interviewing everybody. Okay, what's going on? What's going on? From there, I cannot know why. Before I finish safe, I'm like, this is the issue. People are the problem. People are the solution. Are you hear what I'm saying? Listen to me. How do you know you're working with the right people? Let me give you a cheat code. There are two questions to ask. Every staff working under you, two questions to ask. Number one question: if this person reapplies to me, do you understand? So now you're working with me. And with my experience with you, you had the opportunity to go and reapply back. Based on my experience that I'm having with you right now, will I say yes to you? Do you get? That's one test. If you can't say yes to that person, is what? Is danger. If it's better to come back to you and say, ma, I want to resign today. And she goes and she comes back again. Oh, ma, please, there's no work. I want to work for you. Would you say, Guess what? Would you say, if you won't accept that person that person has no business there. Second test is this. The second person working for you, if the person comes to meet you and tell you, sir, I want to resign today, would you do, oh, I couldn't do it by myself? Or you be like, I beg you, please. Why are we going to, what do you want? Don't go. If all the answers there is no, treasure that person. Give them optimal what? Value. Show them that you value them. I hear what I'm saying. If all the answer there is yes, my brother, my sister, you don't need an angel or a prophet to tell you that you have the wrong person working in your organization. Now, that's how to find out the right people. Number 2, in people, learn how to manage the right people. It's one thing to hire the right people. It's another thing to what? To manage the right people. There's what we call, I call them angels in business. I call them what? Angels in business. They step into your organization like Joseph. If you mismanage them, they can go. They're high flyers. They are motivated by. So please find out high flyers. I hear what I'm saying. What is the number? What is the number one? Let me just digress a little bit in 1 minute. What's the number one? What's the number one responsibility of a CEO? Do you know the number one responsibility of CEO? Cast vision. That's the number one. That thing that is burning inside me, let me put it inside you. If I can put it inside you, that's all. Now, let me come back. So, how do you manage the right people? How many of you, please, let's be honest with ourselves. You've seen good people come to you, but you've left. How many of you happened to you? Talk to me now. Good, or like the right staff coming to your organizations, and next thing, you didn't manage them. You didn't manage them well. You didn't manage them well. Now, guess what? Should I give you the trick? Do you want to learn the trick? You tell me I'm not on the mic, I'll teach nonsense now. so, do you want to learn it? All right. So this you won't see it in any book. I formulated myself, but it's general knowledge. Now, it's what we call psychological egoism. What does psychological egoism means? It means that every human being is motivated by selfish interest. In a nutshell, every human being is selfish. Do you know that even the religion that we worship, we have to have a self-interest. You have to promise us eternal life. You have to promise us paradise. If not, you will not. Let me just tell you the truth. If Jesus or Allah tells you, this life, whether you do anything or not, you are going to fire. Let me ask you a question. If they tell you everything you are doing anything or not, you are going to fire, please, what would you do? You'll be like, are you serious? I beg you, you get. So at the end of the day, psychological egoism states that everyone is motivated by what? Self-interest. That we are intrinsically selfish. We're thinking about ourselves. But guess what? What you want to do is you want to make that staff to be selfless towards your cause. So what do? You apply what they call the less strategy, LESS. When you apply less to self, it becomes what? Selfless. So LESS is an acronym. L stands for leadership. It is the most important one. Leadership. Don't show bossmanship. Lead them. What is leadership? Influence. Influence. When she was saying something, that when somebody comes to our business, she knows what to start doing with that person. Do you get? She's trying to influence that person. Do you get? So you are showing me some attitudes. I'm not reacting to your attitude. I am higher than that. Me and you cannot exchange words. Do you get? I'm looking at you and I'm looking at what is causing it. Because I saw your CV and I saw where you grew up. Or sometimes you might be talking to me and I know you are dealing with trauma. Of childhood trauma. I now know how to get to you. So in my organization, I have key leaders that are very key to my organization. Guess what? I know how to lead them. There's one they call Austin. How do I get him to do work? Emotionally. Do you get? If I come to him, Austin, this you're doing nonsense and I don't like what's going on right now. Please fix this thing up. Austin will do it. But Austin will not put his heart into it. If I come, Austin, these are really bad. I need a favor from you. And I know that I've trusted. Anytime I've trusted you, you always got it. Once I say that, Austin can sleep 4 a.m. for me. He can sleep 4 a.m. for me. And guess what? If I come, do this, I'm strict like this. You say, sir, you pay me from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. I'm going to work like this, please. And guess what? He has his right. But today, now, I can call Austin, and Austin will pick. Everybody will be calling Austin and say, Austin don't pick my call. I know if I call him, he will pick. Why? I have led him. I have influenced him. He told me at the beginning of this year, said, sir, where I am today is because of what I've seen in you. That because of you, these are the steps I'm taking. This is what I'm taking. This is what I'm going to do. So first of all, it's not about bossmanship. I'm the CEO here. No. When you're coming, your mindset is that you're not on their level. So when you are exchanging words or you're angry, guess what? You are brought yourself down to their level. But when you come into leadership, as they are speaking to you, you are seeing beyond what they're speaking. So now you can be talking to me like this now, and I'm looking beyond what you're saying. I'm like, something happens to these girls. Something happens to this guy's childhood. I need to get this is how to get to this person. E stands for what? Emotional intelligence. So sometimes I don't allow our relationship to be work-based. I can come and ask you, hey, how far? How's your wife? She fine? Nice one. Do you get? I'll crack jokes. I'll come back. I'll bring food. Say, I bought food for you. And they're like, emotional intelligence. Like, I love my yoga. Yesterday, my driver, I just carried some clothes that were in my house. Carried it, I gave him. See, to this morning, see vision. Like, sir, anything I want to do for you. I was here like they was sending me text message. Sir, I found out one issue. I want to fix it. Just give me 2,000 naira. I was like, that's what you want. So I've showed him that, I care about you. S is called what? Superlative. Have a vision. Everybody wants to be part of something big, no matter how small you are right now. You cannot allow the economy, allow you to have a small mind or a small vision. Are you hearing what I'm trying to say? It has succeeded. So when you come into the office right now, as Naira is now, for 1,000 Naira, what will you say? Say, more guys, did you hear the news? I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't even know what's going to happen. See, don't be praying, no. Because right now, I cannot sack you. You cannot be sacked now. Guess what? When they increased fuel price, what did I do? I came. I said, guys, sales maximization. We're going wild. Now everybody, I told them that right now we have an opportunity. Every business is trying to shrink. Now, I don't care if we empty the account. We'll go wild ballistic into marketing. When I said that, they stopped thinking about the needs again. Everybody just stepped into. I think now we're going. So when I brought vision back into them, it was them. So everybody, it's called superlative. Everybody wants to be part of something big. S, salary, pay them well. Please let me say this thing. They see what's coming to your account. They know. They know. Pay them well. But guess what? It's the least. High flyers are attracted to vision than money. Number 2 in cost automation is called management. That's financial management. Please, let me say this. Separate your business from personal. How many of you have robbed your business before? Let's just see. God is here. Me too. Let me just say, you know you have robbed it. Like one day, this guy, I've been suffering since. But like half the account like this, carries it. So please, your business money is not your money. Your money is not your what? I hear what I'm saying. All right. So let's just get that down. Separate your business money from your personal money. How do you do that to help you? Sure, you don't rob your business. Pay yourself salary. I have my salary that I collect. Me, income. I run 3 businesses, but I have my salary that I collect. Any other thing again, I don't collect it. It's for the business. So my business can be rich, but do you get? But me, I'm like, guy, I'm not liquidating. How much do you? But if I came, you're doing this. Borrow me this money. I say, oh guys, I don't have it though. Except my business will borrow you. Do you get? But let me ask the business. How far? Can we break? I hear what I'm saying. So my business can be rich, and I can be like, guy, my eyes is red right now. And that's the truth. That's the truth. So there's one trick for those of you that are givers, any small thing. Oh, take. Don't keep money in your account. Today now you come and meet me and you ask me, I can borrow me this money. Guy, I don't have it. And that's the truth. Those days, please let's skip story. Let's skip story. I don't want to. So work with a budget. Oh. Money you don't plan for, when it comes, it will be mismanaged. So plan for money before it comes. See, I'm sure all of you are looking at me. It's all the whining they were whining here. Guess what? Should I shock you? When God told me that this year was going to, I shock you. When God told me that this year is going to be fire for fire, guess what I did? I cut all my costs down when things were very good. Do you know I've not felt the harshness of this country? All glory to God, but I've not felt it. I don't eat outside. Wait, last year, you cannot ask this high taste here. I'm gonna ask them every day. I'll leave the house like this. I'm like, babe, don't worry, don't give me food. Don't worry, I'm not eating food. I'll go out like this. I'll be thinking, I'll go there. How far? How much? 10K, wish, 15K, wish, 20K, almost every day. When I heard out that voice, what did I say? I said, babe, please, you and the chef, give me. You see me going to work. You think I'm going to school? My foot flax. Everybody knows me. I am religious with my foot flax like this. So you will see me like this. I'll go to my car. I don't buy food outside. I've not felt it. Those excess money has gone into something else now. Again, I stopped buying food outside. Guess how much? Just guess my budget for flexing. Guess 30K. Well, 30K. 30K is my monthly budget for me to just flex, just go and buy chill, and just go and do something. That's what I spend on myself. Everything, bills. So I'm not under stress. Do you get? I've budgeted everything already. I'm not trying to impress you. Oh, you don't understand. So if somebody telling me that I eat in a specific restaurant, guy, I don't have that money. And I'm not lying to you. I don't have that money. Do you get? So I carry this. I say, how much will I? This money like this, I'm spending almost 200K every week, or do you get? Or 200K every 2 weeks. Let me invest it in kitchen. Let me see what will happen. I carry the money like this, invest in kitchen. It didn't finish. Plenty meat. I say, or more. Glory be to you. Are you hear what I'm saying? So work with a budget. Work with a budget. Let me give you some advice, please. With this budget thing. Spend out of surplus. When you want to do something, have a scarcity, have a abundance mindset, but a scarcity mindset. Abundance mindset should be towards the vision. Scarcity mindset should be towards financial management. Do you get what's scarcity mindset? Like now look at me now. I'm like, I want to do something for my house now. I can have all the money to do it. I won't do it. So I want, like, maybe I want to do renovations for the house now. To renovate the house is 1.5 million naira. I'm not going to renovate the house, even though I have 1.8 million naira in my account now. I won't use 1.5 to renovate my house. I will use 500K to do. I will face it 500K for this month. Do you get? Face it again. Now I will make more money. Spend from surplus. Now some of you, I didn't say all of you. Some of you now, there's no surplus. The money that is coming is in fact, any small thing you're finished. Do you get? Just keep this in your mind. Are you hearing? Keep this in your mind. So there are 3 things to do in a business budget. In Chem, why? You are going out of scope. Help me. There are 3 things to do in a business budget. 1, have 3 accounts. Have 3 different bank accounts. First account should be your ops account. In your ops account, this is where you send money to your customers to pay into. Now, in that ops account, this is what you receive, and it should have token. Now, in that ops account, have a minimum amount balance and a maximum balance. Meaning that if there's a minimum balance in that account, is red. If there's a maximum balance, that excess, you are transferring it out. So that thing you're transferring out, you're transferring it to your savings and investment account. Now, that is called the second account, called the savings and investment account. In that savings and investment account, ensure you have money that can run your business for at least 3 months before you start investing. So let me give you an example. You found that for you to pay salaries, for you to do everything, for you to handle everything, is 500K per month. Do you get? What do? You ensure that you have 1.5 million naira or 1.2 million naira, or at least something that runs for like 2 months, that if business shut down today, you're not in trouble. So guess what? One time in my business, I didn't get sales. Things were very bad. But nobody felt it. At the end of the month, they got salaries. They're like, how is Mr. Nkem doing this thing? It became this mindset. So I will keep that thing in my savings. I'm not touching it. Now, it is the excess of your savings that you invest. Are you hearing what I'm trying to say? So don't start. You have like now. This also applies to your personal life. Is that okay? So you have money that can keep you for 2 to 3 months, which you don't touch. Do you know what I'm saying? Then the excess of the 2 months, you put it into investment. You will not ask, what are the investment to do? Money market, AXA, all the business, all the treasury bills. You look for it, you just drop it there. Look for it, don't drop it there. Guess what? Financial freedom does not come from sales. Financial freedom does not come from savings. Financial freedom comes from investment. So it is not in what you get that will make you rich. You can have $1 billion contract today, and I can have a system to produce 10 billion. And in the next 5 years, I'm richer than you. Do you know Tyson was very wealthy before? But right now, the time he was very broke. I hear what I'm saying? So it is not, it's what you have in investment. That's what can produce by itself. That's where financial freedom is. Do you know what I'm saying? So always, please, always move your business into the investment mindset, because that's where it start rotating itself. You make money to make money for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't play safe, be foolishly smart. Now, in the fact that you are saving, don't allow savings. You didn't start business to start saving. You start business for what? For a vision. So sometimes, because of your vision, Daniela, there are times when, because of that vision, you will clean that account and put it inside this thing. And you'll be like, let the world scatter. Guess what? That's how you move to this next figure. Okay, let's just move to the next one, please. Hey, God. All right. How to build a 7-figure business. Discover your economic engine and what drives it. I'm sure most of you have heard this word for the first time. Economic engine. Discover your economic engine. Now, when you have put all these things, sales maximization, cost optimization, please, don't only listen to your business. Don't only listen to the market, listen to your business. There's something the market is telling your business, and there's something your business is telling your market. There's a connection. There's a connection called the economic engine. So this is your business front. There's a connection here called the economic engine. So this is the market, and this is the business. Now, you begin to find out what is the driving force here, this power here. What is powering this thing? It's very important. Now, that's how you enter into the 7-figure business. That's how you enter into the 8-figure business. So what is an economic engine? Please, let's just write it. An economic engine is what produces the most sales and where your highest competence meets. So this place, from the business part, this is where the business is highly competent in. Meaning that if I bring Uchechukwu, you get here, and I speak to her about sustainable fashion, she can beat her chest that, you bring anybody sustainable fashion and you bring me, I will either be first or second. I won't be average. Now, this market is saying that, this market appreciates that thing so much that it now brings in sales so much. Are you hearing what I'm trying to say? That's what they call economic engine. So what do you do to meet that 7-figure target is right now, I can do a survey here right now. And I'll ask you what drives your economic engine. And most of you like, I don't even know. Why? You've not paid attention to it. And your living business success is not luck. It's strategy. You understand some things. This thing works. Focus on what works. So you have seen that this is your highest competence. This is your economic engine. You now focus on it. As you focus on it, it begins to now produce. Business is not simple. It's not hard, but it's really not that difficult. So you focus on it on sales maximization. Discover your best sales moments and why. What were your best sales moments and why? What were the internal and external activities or events that led to it? So what were the things I did? What were the things that the world did? I hear what I'm saying. What are the things I did? What were the things that the world did? Like COVID-19 now, what has it done? What did it do to me? Am I communicating with you? What are the things I did and what are the things what the world did? Make it replicable and sustainable. See, make it replicable and sustainable. Now, I will define what replicable and sustainable is in the end of the class, which I'm about to finish now. Make it, once you've discovered this, make it what? How can I replicate this? Meaning that, look at me now. I found out what replicates my economic engine. And I found out that one of the crucial points of replicating our economic engine is people. So what have I been doing for the past 3 years? I've been mentoring and pouring myself into people. Because right now, the needs I have, I cannot serve it. Everybody wants to meet Mr. Nkem. Do you get? Everybody wants to meet, Mr. Nkem, Mr. M. My staff, those days, my staff was talking to them. Wait, if not Mr. Nkem, I'm not doing. So what did I do? I said, this thing. I told them that. See, I told myself. So I'm not giving you business knowledge again. I'm giving them also spiritual knowledge. I say, guys, my secret is Holy Spirit. Too. That after I finish doing all this business thing, I used to go and pray. Say, God, how will I help this business? I'm not lying to you. Say, God, what will I do? Daniela, when you gave me this topic, I pray. I said I cannot. I said I don't know how to build a 7-figure business. That's like, give me your life. You get what I'm saying, Abby? It was 3 days ago. I was just there. Holy Spirit, what shall I say? What shall I say? The breath of the Almighty. In Kem, this. Say, thank you, God. That's how I solve business problems. So as I'm mentoring them, I found out that that's my economic engine. That's what drives it. So I begin to help them become like me. I'm templating them. Cost optimization. Who and what is responsible for the economic engine? Build your business on systems and not people. People say people. No, people can fail you. When you have systems, people will be faithful to the system. Do you know what I'm saying? If you build a system, if I build my system on you, man can change, but system I can manage. Do you get? So value people, but build your business on what? Systems. You get what I'm saying? All right, I'm trying to be very fast. Then to the end. How to maintain a 7-figure business. How many of you have seen a rising star and just fall before? How many of you, there's this musician that came and I'm like, this guy is so good. Next thing, the guy just fizzled out. What's his name again? What? Is he Fireboy or something? Can't remember. Is he Don Mion? Sorry, not Don Mion. What's his name? I don't listen to this. Help me now. Portable. All right. But guess what? I looked at one day, somebody watched this movie about Davido and was telling me, so I was somewhere, they were watching a Davido documentary, and he was showing behind the scenes of what his life is during a tour and a concert. And I was literally watching it like this. I was like, these guys are not stardom for stardom's sake. They are really putting in the work. Like sometimes I'm like, this guy has not slept. You get? All right. So how do you maintain a 7-figure business? 1, keep the team. Vision is actualized in faithful men, not skillful men. Let me advise you guys, please. Vision comes to pass in faithfulness, not skillful men. Now, please, business owners, watch me, please. Everybody look at me. People will come to your business with so much skill and vigor. Value them, but appreciate more those who were loyal with time. Those who should, not those loyal with time, but with time, they showed faithfulness. Don't appoint a leader because of his skill. So I don't care if you come to my organization today and you are the best. Do you get? I would give leadership to someone that will show culture than someone that will show skill. Guess what? Leaders are people that know how to manage people, not people that know how to do something. Guess what? True of us. Do you get? So keep the team. Vision is actualized in faithful men, not skillful men. Autopilot your business. Put structures and systems in your business. Build your business around your economic engine. So she was saying something about outsourcing. See, when you reach that point, you're making 80 million, 100 million, 120 million. Focus on the core thing. Focus on the core. Let me let you know. Do you know that Apple is not producing their phones? Hope you know, right? The best phone in the world not producing the phone. What are they focusing on? Let me get the minds, the marketing and everything. They focus on just some few things that they don't know how to do. But China assembles the phone. India does the software. Silicon Valley is administration and planning. Hope you know, right? So focus on the core thing that makes you get. Focus. The main thing is what will make you the main thing. You get? When you focus on the focus, you'll be a focus. Then also, Develop the business template. Develop your business template. When you have found out this economic engine, develop that business template. That this is replicable. Because every business must expand or it will die. You expand two ways. You expand geographically or you expand what? In product. So product expansion or what? Geographical expansion. What's geographical expansion? I'm in Nigeria now. Let me go to Lagos. Let me go to America. Let me go to New York. That's geographical expansion. Product expansion is that I'm producing a wristwatch now. Okay, now I want to go into bag. I want to go into this. Are you hearing? So that thing that makes that bag work, do you have a template for it? Can you apply it like this and it work? And the last one, maintain culture. Let me end by saying this. No organization in this world can grow without culture. No organization. I'm saying this thing that as you are like this now, as a business owner, unknowingly your business has a culture, even though you don't set it intentionally. Now you come to my business now. You cannot, no matter the authority you have in my business, you can't speak to people anyhow. You can't talk down. Like if I, the lead consultant, maybe I get upset and I speak to you in a demeaning way, I have to write an apology letter to you and say I'm sorry. Because even me as the lead consultant, I am called like the culture. It's not more than me. I am more than the culture. The culture is more than me. So culture says when I come to your house, and this is what you tell your staff, and when you make corrections, correct showing culture. Don't correct. Are you okay? So you tell your staff, why do you come late? How can you come late? Who is trusting people to come late? No, that's business correction. You say no. The way we do things here is that we are professional. Professionalism is our strong culture here. And every professional is demanded not to be tardy. So because of this, you will need to be coming early. Are you hearing? So you are showing direction and you're pointing them somewhere. Not why are you coming late? No. What is that? So what do? When you are speaking to them, tell them that when I come to your house, even though I'm your boss, do you know, can I enter your bedroom? If I'm sleeping in your house and there's coffee by 9 p.m., even though I'm an adult, guess what? By 8:59 p.m., I have to be in the house. Three of us. Why? Because there's a culture. So who is the culture setter? The father is the culture setter. How many of you have a parents told you that go to your own house first to do this thing? When you want to do nonsense, they'll say, when you marry, you go to your own house. Do you get it? Because the culture setter is the CEO and founder. You are the one that say, this is allowed. Guess what? Anyone that you give leadership role should be people that can shape culture, not people that can do the work. So if you don't maintain culture, guess what? You will expand. You visit Lagos branch. When you visit Lagos branch, you'll be surprised. You'll be like, this is not my business. This is not my business. All right, guys, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Let's give him a round of applause. If there's anything that you would, take home from today, what would it be? You already know, I always ask. Well, for me, there's one thing that I took from him, and all that he said was very wonderful and very insightful. But he said vision is actualized in faithful men and not just skillful men. That one hits, he hits. Do we all agree? So I just want to ask one of the guest speakers what they took from his session.
Wow. If you focus on the focus, you will be the focus. You become the focus. Eh? Should I say another one? Okay. You have to set culture. The culture should be more than you. You have to ensure that the culture is supreme, like above. Nobody is above the law. Yeah.
Let's give her a round of applause as well. Thank you guys for being so coordinated. This is indeed a time to, enjoy and just reflect and just see like there's so many interesting people in this world. All these guest speakers that Madam Daniela brought today, like I'm so, so impressed. Please let's give them a round of applause. And let's also give the one and only Daniela Okereke a round of applause as well. So up next, we would have Mr. Sheyi Abiodun. Sorry, Mr. Sheyi Abiodun. He would lead us in a topic he titled Building Business Wealth Through Income Diversification and Strategic Investment Portfolio Management. That's very powerful. Very, very powerful. So we'll just watch a citation.
Is an executive level business consultant, certified financial education instructor, and strategic executive. Over 13 years of experience, corporate governance, administration, finance, and strategic planning. He is the founder of Sheyi Assistant Advancement, a business advisory firm, a trading arm known as Finance and Investment. Over the past few years, has made significant contributions to financial education through his Finance and Investment Academy. By teaching financial literacy skills in straightforward and accessible ways, he has assisted over 1,000 young individuals throughout Africa, including Nigeria, Ghana, and South Africa, in breaking free from debt and establishing sound personal finance practices. Additionally, Sheyi has authored 3 books on financial management and wealth generation. He has worked with leading business figures across industries such as management consulting, insurance, oil and gas, and manufacturing. Sheyi is known for his dedication to guiding career professionals and entrepreneurs in achieving effective life and financial management. With a foundation in accounting, postgraduate diploma in business management, master's degree in industrial relations, and pursuing a doctorate in business management. Sheyi is a member of the National Financial Educators Council in the United States. He serves as a professional coach, trainer, and finance content creator, advocating for financial education and combating financial illiteracy worldwide.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. After that kind of presentation, it's just for us to share the grace and go home. Because I don't know where to start from. But as much as possible, I'm just going to share. I have a slide. I'm fortunate to have a slide. But I just want to share a few things first before I go into my slide. Right? In the last few days or last few months, I've been just, watching and taking lessons from the lives of people that are doing significant things with their lives. And one key factor that I found, denominating factor, is what I've written down. I said, wealth demands intentional actions, routine, and ability to do something consistently. Not many people can do the same thing over and over again. Not many people. So once you set yourself apart, the way to set yourself apart is to take the path that not many people follow. And I'm just going to share personal stories of what I've been able to achieve. In terms of numbers, this year, I started financial influencing as I just wanted to share my story. Coming from a place where I immersed a lot of debts, right? Over 40 million naira debt, because I wanted to leverage other people's money. You know what they say about use other people's money, but they don't also tell us the complete story, which is use other people's money with understanding. You don't take a loan for a business that you have not tried and tested. This is how loan works. Loan can be a leverage. What you should do is study the market, understand, have a pending waiting customers or pending need. Example, You produce liquid soap, right? And you have a demand for 1,000 units of your product. But your capacity now, you can only produce 200, right? 1,000 people are ready to pay. You can get funding to produce that because you already have an available market. That is the most important thing. The other one is your cost of funds, which, I did a video explaining that a few days ago. How many of you follow me? Okay, thank you. Put your hands together for yourself. Thank you. So I did a video a couple of days ago where I just analyzed these things. But I'm just starting anyhow, don't worry. I'm starting anyhow. So, coming from a place of debt where I wanted to kill myself, debt is not a good thing because you are going to lose your peace. It's very scriptural. The Bible says the borrower is subject to the lender. My friends, when you take a loan from your friend, from that day, the dynamics of the relationship changes. It becomes master and subject. That your friend from that day becomes the boss. It not be me talking. It is scriptural. So that's why I talk passionately about debt. And the truth is, I miss a lot of opportunities because of that. When I wanted to do financial influence because of where I came from, I overcame my debt. I just wanted to tell my story to inspire people and get people out of debt. I've helped over 1,000 people in the last 3 years of doing this, right? One of the decisions I made, because this is what I'm promoting, I'm going to stay away from brands that promote loan. Let me read a WhatsApp chat that I just had just yesterday. Is it yesterday? This morning. So this person reached out to me on Instagram, an old friend. She said, "Oh, I lost your number, and can you please message me? We have something to discuss." And then, okay, no problem. So I sent her a message. I'm trying to look for her, the chat. Okay. So she sent this message. I woke up 7:49 a.m. I slept very late, so I woke up to this message. Hi, good morning. So I'm working on a campaign for, I won't mention the brand, and you came to mind as someone who I could work with. It's an enlightenment campaign about how social company loan interest rate is calculated, following the misconception about social company interest being unfairly high. And this is being spread by ignorant people. So we want to enlighten people about how the loan interest works and all of that. This is my response. Hey, I don't want to mention her name. Good to chat again. How are you doing? Saw your proposal, and it's a good thing that you are trying to do. Well done. Thank you for the consideration. My content philosophy is really on how to stay away from debt as much as possible. I can recommend Online Banker. I can mention his name, is my friend. Online Banker for this feature, or any of my friends within the space who may be interested. I just lost maybe 5 million naira, right, from that, by simply deciding this is the path that I want to take. So how has this path helped me? This year alone, I have digital products. I wrote 3 books. I do a lot of trainings for my digital products. By the side, they were trying to teach us how to make 7-figure income, right, from my digital product. When you're just sleeping and the money is coming. Last I checked my account was 24 million going on 25. Clap for me. From influencing for brands, I've done a couple of features. I've done with Access Bank, I've done with Fidelity, I've done with FCMB, I've done with the major banks. I probably made, let me not talk about figures too much because of security, right? Just by that decision to just share my story. What I come online to do every day is to just share stories, inspire people of how to be a better version of themselves. So I said something that, going back to where I started from, consistency. Not many people. When we started this year, what was the tagline? No grief for anybody. The question is how far? Some people have greed. They've greed. Not a lot of people are consistent. Oh, I will start creating this content. My content and it is this year. I won't agree. How far? You did it for the first 1 month. How far? You said this year you're going to lose weight. How far? Every morning, Someone said, I want to do this social media thing. Can you share strategies that help? I said, there's no strategy. The only strategy is consistency. I prioritize it. It's as though my life depends on it. When people say social media, is distraction, I say, well, to me, social media is business. 20 million. Not a lot of people can make that money in a year. 20 million in, I need you to get the mindset I'm coming from. 20 million in side hustle, like the money I'm not even looking at. That's not what I do full time. And this thing is possible. Because what? I just wanted to share story. I just want to share my experience. Nigeria is bad. For me, I don't understand though. Nigeria is good though. People ask, we want to japa and all of that. All my friends have japad. Can I tell you, can I shock you? A lot of them still call me for money. I'm like, you are in London. I should be sending money to someone in London. How? But all this thing is possible. So let me go into today's topic so I don't take too much time. I just want to make it as practical as possible. Start from the beginning. Calm down. Who is that? Bro, building business wealth through income diversification. I'm just going to be sharing things that I do. I just share. I just share stories, like I said. Please move to the next slide. No. Guy. Okay. So where are you now in your financial independence journey? All of us. What we are trying to do is to move from this stage to that stage of independence. Right? The first stage, we all, you don't have to, once you are giving birth to, you find yourself on stage 1, dependent. Because you depend on your parents to pay your bills. Some people are even housewives. You depend on your husband, and that's full-time work. Right? That's full-time work. I wouldn't exchange, as a guy. One of the things I used to do is anytime my wife wants to go out, I'm married, by the way, I have 3 kids. Right? Clap now. I would sacrifice anything for my wife to stay with the children than for me to stay with them. I don't know why. My people say, I have many things to do today. I want to go to the market. Okay, just stay with you. Stay with, please. That market, send me. yeah. So women are doing a lot. Dependent. The next level is survival. So when you get out of school, you get a job, right? You find yourself in survival phase. That is where it is not enough, right? Over 90% of people are that level of survival, where their income is not enough, and they have to make do either by borrowing or by depending on other people. Survival. The next one is stability. That is when you've now made something meaningful. Maybe your income is now sufficient to cover your expenses, and you have little change to now start investing. But that's not the goal. The next one is security phase. That is the phase you get to, and you have multiple investment. You are not still there yet. Where you are going is independent. But security is a good place to be, because at security phase, you have a lot of investment. Let me give you an example. I do investment a lot. I teach it. I only teach what I do, right? One of my friends saw an alert that I got from First Bank. So I have mutual funds with First Bank, FBN Quest. I have another one with Stanbic IBTC. So he saw that I got an alert of 1.2 million from the interest. Don't ask me how much is in that account. 1.2 million every month is the interest from that. When I got it, I smiled. And then it was like, hey, that is someone's 1 year salary. That is the fact. That is the reality. But this is possible at that phase, security, where you have a lot of investment paying you. You can easily fund your lifestyle. But the ultimate goal is independence. What is independence? Is that level that you are in. You don't have to do any work again. The return from your investment is enough to pay your day-to-day expenses. Move to the next slide. That's the goal. So these are the 3 income types that every one of us should have. 3 income types. Whether you run a business or you work 9 to 5, you need to have these 3 income types. The first one is active income, which is simple. Exchanging your time for money. That's where we started from. A lot of us have jobs. How many of you work in 9 to 5? Oh, just few people. Oh, nice. And I hope you don't also have that mindset that you can only prosper as an entrepreneur. It's a lie. Big lie. A lot of people that I work with. So one of the things I also do is I connect investors to owners of businesses. Should I shock you? The people who make the bulk of the investors are people in 9 to 5. So what are we talking about? You are saying you are running a business. The people funding you are the ones with 9 to 5. So you can build wealth if you understand the strategy. Wealth is a game, and that's what I'm about to show you. Active income, exchanging time for money. The next one is portfolio income. I just made reference to having money market mutual funds, having I have investment in the stock market. I have like 19 companies that I invested into their shares. I didn't buy it once. I started little by little every month. I've been buying shares now for more than 7 years. I've had my first bank money market mutual fund I started that account in 2014. And let me tell you my lifestyle. Any money that comes into my hand, over and above my monthly income, 50% of it gets invested. I'm very strict to myself, right? When my mother wanted to bury her father, my mother that gave birth to me, my mother, she called me, and this was the conversation. She said, we're burying Baba in 2 months' time. How many of you are Yoruba? Okay. Like Atima Shwebi, we've picked Ashwebi. But we could know that you won't buy. My mother. She knows. So you need to have standards that even your loved ones, they will know about it. They may criticize you. My mother used to say, you are too strict. You are too strict. Now, she knows that if she wants anything from me, these are my rules and regulations. I have rules and regulations, though. I have things I don't do. From that time, right, I don't buy Ashwebi. The last Ashwebi I bought will probably be like 8 years ago. If you want to get married and you say I should come buy Ashwebi, thank God I'm saying it openly. You already know. I'm not going to buy, right? So there are rules, strict rules that we need to live our lives by. And I think one of the good things that God also did for me is the people that I worked with. I'm big on 9 to 5. I've worked in the oil and gas industry. Just before I moved to Abuja, I was working in Dangote. I was working in Dangote's office. I was Dangote's strategic assistant. So I understand how these people think. They are so different from us. Alaji comes to the office. Our office opens at 8:30. Alaji comes by 9. Oga will show up. And he doesn't leave the office until 7:30 after he has said his prayer. Where do you want to go? We died there. We stayed there till 8 o'clock. Every day, as far as he's in Lagos, he must show up at 8:30. He's so strict. So strict. You think because you're with Dangote, you will just be sharing money. Which money? Alaji know they give us money. Oh. The only time he ever gives us anything is during Salah. Muslims. Do you understand how it works? People in our team that are Muslims will get, Salah Ram. That's all. Christians, nada. We ain't going to get nothing. December, the company does packages, what's that thing called? Noodles and all. They package and then they give us. That's all. You think because you work Dangote, you'll be getting free money. Some of you that can dash money anyhow. Alaji is stingy. You need to be stingy. Yes, I know church teaches us to give. Yeah, give within your budget. I'm going to get into budget in a minute. Have a budget for your giving. My mother knows. My wife knows. My children knows. So this is the budget for the month. It's like we defend the budget like our life depends on it. That's how you build wealth, though. Why people are not building wealth? Because not a lot of people can pay the price of this discipline. It's a disciplined life. That is why throughout the scripture, sorry if you're not a Christian, throughout the scripture, the basis for our lifestyle was compared to that of a soldier. Have you lived with military men before? What's that? Is it regimentary? What do they call it? Strict lifestyle. Strict. 5 a.m. wake up. You must wake up. So I have a timeline. I must post on Instagram between 5 and 10 a.m. every day. There are times I'm sick, on my sick bed. I'm posting on Instagram. Because my life depends on it. This is how you do this thing. This is why not a lot of people are successful. This is why. Success is not a joke. Not many people can hold themselves accountable. Most of us we are too lackadaisical about life. As a matter of fact, if you don't know what to do, if you are confused about anything, you don't know what to do, the best way, apart from say, go and ask the Holy Spirit, well, I think we're all just too religious. Sometimes the best way to know what to do is look at what majority of people are doing and do the opposite. You will stand out. Just look at what everybody is doing. Do the opposite. Active income, portfolio income, passive income. Passive income is when you now move to that level where you have interest that you're not really totally invested into, but it's bringing you money. Example, you have a friend. Those of you 9 to 5, these are ways that you can practically make money. You have a friend who runs a business. Why do you want to start your own business when you have a friend who's already doing the business and does it well? Why can't you just invest in that person's business and just be lounging and the person is giving you profit from the business? I have like 5 businesses like that I've invested into. Monthly, my account, pam, 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 it comes. This is how we are going to build this wealth, or this kingdom wealth. So passive income and all those things that our parents taught us. I remember going and my mom would say, don't, oh God, I'm just a Yoruba boy. A lot of things I want to express, I have to say to Yoruba. Said, Madam, compopelore. Don't do anything together with friends. So, friends are wicked. And Nollywood will now complicate it for us. Have you ever seen a joint venture or partnership in Nollywood business that ends well? Never. Why? Mindset. And it's a lie. People do things together and they succeed together. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Someone's already succeeding in that business. Invest. I can give you a checklist for free of things that you need to check. My brother mentioned one of them. Check the accounts. And that's why you should stop using your business account for personal things. You know, I check people's accounts every day. They send it to me. I'm looking for investment. They send, I'm an accountant. And I'm checking. And I'm seeing Chicken Republic. On your company account. And I'm checking. I'm seeing cost of air. Something. On your business account. That is why some people, and for that kind of person, we just say, sorry, we are not investing. You don't know why, but I know. Those are some of the reasons. Can you please move to the next slide? Thank you. Let me move as fast as possible. Next. Okay, I already said this. So where do you start from? The journey begins with budget. He said it already. I'll just skip this to the next one. Okay, let me stay here. This is how I define budgeting. Budgeting is what tells you the lifestyle that is sustainable and the one that is not. You know, I use an analogy. Let me ask a question. Someone earns 250K and there's an expense of 50K that she needs to fund. Do you think she can afford it? An expense outside our regular basic expenses. Don't just shake your head. You tell me why.
No, I don't think she can, because I heard it somewhere that you can't afford something unless you can make 10 times of it.
All those things, though, are they practical, though? Oh, me, I'm a table shaker. I'm always very practical. So think about it in the scheme of things. They say, oh, you cannot really afford something, you can afford it 10 times. Where did that come from now? So if you want to buy a house, you must have 10 times the money. So these are some of the things we need to I challenge things a lot. When I hear things, I challenge them. This doesn't make sense. But this is the simple way. How do you know what you can afford? You need to have drawn, go to the next slide. You need to have drawn a budget. Thank you. This is what a budget is. A simple budget template. Your budget would have, let's do basic account. How many of you read accounting in school? Thank you. So budgeting 101 or account 101. Your budget would have 2 sides. Debit side, and credit side. So on your credit side is anything that comes into your account or into your purse. Debit is anything that goes out of it. So see your income. This person, gifts, her salary is 200K. She has an interest income. Interest income because she listened to me and she has a money market account that pays her this 25K monthly. Then she has income from side hustle, 50K. Her total income is 275. Let's jump to expensive side. Her rent, 60K. Transport, 50. Feeding. Those are the basic expenses that she does every month. 205. 275 minus 205, she's left with 70K. So can this person afford something that is 50K? Technically, from what you have seen, can she afford it? What does it depend on? You know what just came to my mind right now? There's something I listened to on radio or see on a podcast that when the answer is so obvious, we now start second guessing ourselves that the answer cannot be this straightforward. Actually, yes. In the scheme of things, just based on this, she can afford something that is 50K. But then the primary consideration will now be that what is the opportunity cost? Opportunity cost means alternative that I choose not to do this thing. So if I choose to now, if I'm stupid enough to now use 70K to buy Ashwebi, instead of planning for my future, it means something is wrong with me. Do you understand? So this is how you know what you can afford. You need to put things in perspective. And why a lot of people do not do this, why they don't know this, is in Nigeria, we pay rent every year. We don't pay rent monthly. But you're supposed to, financial planning tells you to pay your rent every month. So there are some prayer points I don't have. I never pray for rent. God, my rent is coming. Bless me with rent. You are stupid. God gave you a job or a business so you can sit your bum down and plan your rent from your income, right? You factor in your rent on it. What I do every year is I have an account with a fintech company. I don't want to advertise anyone here. So every month, I have a portion of my rent. My annual rent is 3.5. 3.5 divided by 12. Whatever that portion is, every month, immediately my income lands into my account. I deduct it. I pay my rent every month. Not to my landlord, to that account. At the end of the year, it's just a function of transfer. My landlord, the respect he has for me because of these things. I'm one of the tenants he doesn't even call. He doesn't need to call me. End of the year, it is transfer receipts that will start the conversation. Do you understand? The money has been suggested. Sir, I just transfer. Mr. Biodun, thank you very much. I have not lost respect. Move to the next slide. So that's how you need to plan your expenses. So let's move to the investment part of it. This is my favorite. So how do you now start investing? Because what we are supposed to talk about is how do you make money and how do you get your money to work for you, right? Is investing. So from that lady's perspective, she has 70K left. Her wealth creation is limited to that 70K at that instant. So there are two things that you can do. You can either reduce or increase. So if you are here, how many of you are here that your income is not enough? Let's be vulnerable. You know that your income is not enough for you. Excellent. I like very sincere people. What is the practical thing that you can do? Two strategies. The first one is reduce. So go back to that lady's case. Let me tell you what you should do. So after you have drawn your budget is like a man looking at himself in the mirror. Is the mirror of your finance. So you look at it. She now needs to go back. Let's assume that when this lady does not have this interest income and she does not have side hustle, how much is her income? 200. How much are her expenses? So it means she has a shortfall of how much every month? 5,000. It's because of financial intelligence that made her realize that, okay, I need to scale up my income. So let's assume she doesn't have these two. What can she do practically? She goes to her expenses side. He has talked extensively about it. Cost optimization, expenses reduction. So she looks at it, takes it one after the other. Rent. How can I reduce my rent? Right? Do I need to change to a smaller apartment? So maybe you live in a room and a parlor self-contained, and you also have a shop, right? Can you remove your shop, and work from home so that your house also doubles as your shop? Or can I move to a smaller apartment, like maybe a room, I don't know what it's called here, just a room that has kitchen, bathroom, and toilet. Self-contained. Can I move into a self-contained? That's another consideration. The other consideration may be that, can I get someone I can share with? Guys, this thing, life is in phases. That's what I realized. Life is in phases. You are never going to be on that same level forever. As far as you're not just sitting down doing nothing. No. It's not a prayer point, though. There are some people that are not doing anything. Someone messaged me. I started a conversation that a lot of people have stopped going to church. And I asked, why did you stop going to church? Some people left several comments. A lady now messaged me in my DM. She said the reason why she stopped going to church is, does God not deem it fit? Does God not know that she needs a car? She has been jumping buses up and down. Then number 2, she has been praying for a job all the while for more than 2 years. She has not gotten a job change. Do you know the question I asked? Simple. I said, can you tell me list practical things that you have been doing, right, to get the result that you desire? She went MIA. She has not responded till today because she's not doing anything. The only thing she's doing is praying. Prayer ain't going to get the job done. You need to have practical things that you're doing. So life is in phases. When I moved to Lagos, right, when I finished school and then I moved to Lagos for my first job in Lagos, proper job. Other jobs have been, attache job. The proper first job I got in Lagos with an insurance company. I remember when I landed in Lagos and I didn't have anywhere to go. So I called a friend of mine that we schooled together. That guy, how far now? I just got a job in Lagos. So of course, before that day, I called him. He said, that I don't have any place to stay in Lagos, so I need help and all of that because my parents' place is not, my father's house is not in Lagos, it's in Songwater. And if I want to go from Songwater to VI every day, I will just die. And I don't want to die. So I asked him, and he said, okay, you are Botsi. In my room, that I have just one room, I stay in one room in Ikeja, and there are already 4 of us living in the room. Would you be able to manage? I said, does the beggar have choice? In this case, the beggar does not have choice. I moved there, and then we pack ourselves, all those students form, we pack ourselves, we'll sleep like this. We did that. After 1 year, I was able to save, of course. Myself and him, we moved to another room. So we left the other 3 boys in that other room. So from there, I was able to build and moved into my own 3-bedroom apartment, maybe after 2 years or so. Life is in phases. So if you're at that space today where you need to cut your costs and find a roommate, guy, please find it. Move to the next slide. I think I need to be fast. My time is almost up. So, that first one. If you now want to start investing, what are the opportunities that we currently have within the Nigerian space? Yes, stay here. We have these 2 opportunities. They are all investment that you would think of will fall under 2 categories. We have fixed income investment and variable income investment. What are fixed income investment? They are those ones that are predictable. Before you start it, you already know how much you will stand to gain. Example, treasury bills, money market, certificate of deposit or fixed deposit, commercial paper, and the rest of them, or government bond. I like this scripture a lot, where it says you will lend to nation and you will not borrow. I'm lending to nation. Right now, US is owing me. UK is owing me. Nigeria is owing me. How? Because I subscribe to what is called government bond. Bond is a way for citizens to lend money to the government. Guys, we are living scriptures. We are living scriptures live and direct. So fixed income. The next one is variable income investment. What are variable income investment? They are those ones that fluctuate with market forces. Before, I said the first one, before you invest, you know what to expect. This one, you cannot really tell what you would expect. A good example, in January 2023, some of you that follow me, you probably have heard this over and over again, like you've overheard it. I bought the shares of a company, Transcorp. I bought 1 million units. Then they paid me, not like I have money, they paid me upfront. In December, they pay upfront. Please work with good companies, big ones. So they paid me that big money, and I didn't need it. And of course, I've also learned how to cut. I know they do pass myself, right? So 1 million naira, I bought 1 million units of that share at 1,130,000 in January 2023. January 2024, 1 year after, the value of my share has gone from 1 naira 13 kobo per unit to 18 naira per unit. So my 1,130,000 became 18 million within a space of 1 year. When people tell me, hey, don't invest in naira investment, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Consult with the experts. Let's tell you where to look. Nigerian stocks are good. Geregu is another company, Geregu Power. It's another company. When I bought Geregu, well, I was not fortunate to buy when the company launched. The company launched, it's called IPO, when you are newly coming into the market, right? When they did their IPO, it sold at 100 naira per unit. I didn't have money, then I didn't buy. In 2022, I bought sometimes 2023 when the price had gone up to 350 per unit. Let me just mess up your mind. Assume you bought, let's assume someone that has money then bought 1 million units when it was 100 naira, how much would he have paid? Guys, you bought 1 million units at 100 naira per unit. How much is that? 100 million. Should I shock you? Do you know what the price of Geregu is right now? I just finished a class. I have a standard monthly class that I take. Yeah. I checked the price of Geregu as of today. In less than 2 years, it has gone to 1,150 per unit. If you bought 1 million units at 100 million, you now have 1 billion. 1 billion. You see, I had to jump up to call the figure. You now have 1 billion. That's why the rich will continue to be don't let me speak nonsense. That's why the rich, they will continue to be rich because they understand. Some of us, we're not so smart. What I just do is I look at, let me tell you the main guys in Nigeria. Where's Dangote going? Where's Otodola going? Where's Elumelu going? Where's Oba Otuteko going? In terms of what are they investing, that's what I'm saying. When I see what they're investing in, follow. What I say follow no good. I follow the right people that know way. Because these guys make money, a kill. They make a kill from the market. So variable income investment, stock market is just one of them. Move to the next one. Another one is ETF. Okay, I already talked about, move on. Okay, I talked about ETF. REIT is the next one. REIT is Real Estate Investment Trust. What does that mean? So you want to start investing in real estate, and you don't have the bulk money that it requires to buy a land or to buy a property. I, for once, am very skeptical when it comes to buying land and paying in installments because I've had my fingers burnt. A lot of these real estate companies in Lagos, I don't know whether they're in Abuja, the Lagos ones. Are we together? The Lagos ones. Are we together? The Lagos ones. Well, what they do is they collect money from several people. They sell the land that they don't have. They only have 10 acres. They've made ads. People have started paying. They've now sold 15 acres, right? 5 hectares or 5 acres is now, they are now looking for land to give people. But you know what the irony is, you that chose installmental payments, right? Do you think they will attend to you first? You have the risk is by the time you are done with your payment, land don't finish. So a lot of people are in the, do you know the number of emails I get daily? But the people thought, what's that other, the guy that fights for people? I'm not very dark man. I don't know how to go and, stay in and start. No, what I just tell people is, I tell you what to do so that you won't get into problem. I don't know. I can't be an activist and, and all of that. So variable income investment. Move to the next slide. Let me see what I have next. Let me just start rounding up. Okay, so this is very important. Before you buy shares, what are the things to look out for? Because I've just shown you guys that shares is a good investment to try out. What are the considerations? 5. First is historical data of the share price, right? I've just told you how Geregu has moved from 100 naira to 1,150 naira. I've told you how Transcorp that I bought, 1 naira 13 kobo has moved to 18, then started to go there. I think it's 11 now, right? The next one is government policy. Oh, you cannot be a successful investor. It's not even investor, business. You cannot. I wrote something today. When I woke up today, the phrase that came to my mind, scriptures will just be coming to my mind like water. The phrase that came to my mind was, who saw it? Tell me, remind me. Who saw my post today? Yesterday's one was Peter. Yesterday, it won't be long. I said, God, what is it won't be long? Before today, the one that came yesterday was we have toiled all night and we caught nothing. And then I heard that, more like I heard it, that it's not hard work. Oh, Peter toiled all night. All night. Peter is perfect. All night. And it will shock you that night is the peak period for that business. So it's not enough to identify the peak period of your business. So he identified the peak period. They toiled during peak period and caught nothing. So there are a lot of people working hard because they've been told that hard work delivers. Hard work is just one of the components in the success mix. There are a lot of other things. Another component in that mix is discernment or sensitivity. And this is the edge that you have as a Christian or as a spiritual person. We have that sensitivity. You just know what to do. It's not enough to know what to do, but do what you have been told to do, right? So discernment is one of the components. Another component that is not spiritual is government policies. Government policies can make or mar your business. There are people that are thriving today. You say tipping. Some people are saying Tinubu is tipping. Let me shock you. There are some other people, to them, is still gain. Because they're happy. You think, so every administration there are two sets of people in every government dispensation. There are those that are crying, and there are those that are happy with the government of the day, with the policies, because it is to their favor. Let me show you some of the policies of this government that some people are smiling to. How many of you have heard of the CNG initiative? How many of you heard of Decade of Gas? Okay, during Buhari, Nigeria is primarily a gas country that has oil. We are not an oil company. The gas that Nigeria has, we never even scratch them. We have not touched our gas. So gas is divided into two. We have two gas fields. There's a gas field called AG, associated gas. There's another one called NAG, non-associated gas. What does this mean? So when you are exploring, some of you that understand how the oil and gas industry work, the oil and gas industry is broken into three segments: upstream, midstream, downstream. Upstream are the guys that does exploration and production. They're the ones that take the crude oil from the ground. So when they are taking the crude oil from the ground, they find some gas as an addendum just by the way. That kind of gas is called associated gas because it's come associated with oil. But we have another field called NAG. That field is only gas, no oil there. And Nigeria has not even started tapping into that. So government has now said that they are giving incentives to companies that can develop NAG fields in Nigeria. Good incentive. When they say the world should move, renewable energy is the Kiniko, Nigeria is still behind. We are already talking about EVs. EVs is not our problem. In fact, gas is our future oil. Gas is our future oil, not renewable. We're not as renewable yet because we have gas. The countries that are doing renewable is because they don't have gas. So we need to sit down and look at what we have and design our own solutions based on what we have. So this is what government realized, that, we have a lot of gas. Can we start giving incentive to people? And how can we drive down the price of petrol on the long run? It is by creating an alternative fuel. Why is petrol giving us problem? Now, the only thing we will get, you cannot drive your car without petrol. If you want to run your gen at home, petrol. If you want to do this, petrol. Think about a situation where you have alternative, where you can use CNG instead of petrol. So that's what they are doing, and they are giving incentive. So there's currently a waiver, many waivers right now for companies. Why do I know all of this? Because I'm consulting for a company that's into government and does all of these things. Every day, people are getting billions of naira in incentives. We cannot afford to sit and say nothing is happening. No. Don't join those people. When this government came in, I was obedient. How many of us, you're obedient? You want to be to win. But when the thing went as it went, when they, maybe by fraud or by crook, they are now there. You know what you're not supposed to do? A wise person is take out that obedient gene from you. Sit down and understand what is the policy of this government. How does it affect me and my family? How can I create wealth from it? Because you can be doing everything in your power and government policy is against you. You would never succeed, no matter of prayer. So government policy is in the mix. Of course, financial performance, dividend history, leadership. Is there any other thing? Move to the next one. Let's see. Is that the last one? Is that the last one? Move to the next one. Let's see. Next one. Okay, so I've just said, for those that are interested in investing in shares, what are some of the shares that you can consider, and how do you make money from shares? Two ways. The first one is dividend. This year alone, I've made over 1.5 million from dividend. Dividend is free money. Like, it's simply, I give my money to you to work. When you make profit from it, just pay me my own share. And I said I have shares in over 19 companies. Think about 19 companies paying you money every year. You can build this kind of wealth as well. So dividend, the next one is capital gain. In fact, I don't even want to do a lot of work like a lot of people. I don't want to entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is not easy. Ha! I don't want to go through that. That's when I can have other people doing it for me, and I'm just enjoying my life and just providing strategy and all of that. The next one is capital gain. I mentioned how I invested in the shares of a company at 1 naira and it went to 18 naira. That difference is called capital gain. Next slide. I think that should be the last. I will stop. So some shares that have done well in the last 1 year. So here are some shares that have done well and the numbers they've done. Look at Amazon. Amazon in 2023 was $97. It's now 178. Chevron, MRS Chevron was 16, is now 121. UBA was 8, is now 27. BUA was 74, is now 342. Dangote Cement was 265.